Hi, welcome back to 7 Abundance Hacks for Success in Any Situation.
Today we're going to go through hack strategy number 2, define yourself.
I'm Dr. Tracy Latz.
And I'm Dr. Marion Ross from shiftyourlife.com.
Today, we're going to look closely into how we all define ourselves.
That's a really big question. Who are we anyway? There are a lot of different ways to look within and look without and decide who we are.
Are we winners? Are we losers? Are we what we do? Are we who we are in these bodies?
Are we French, American, Canadian, Asian?
Are we our religion or faith? Wars have been waged over this.
What about our education? Which middle school did you go to? Which university did you go to? Did you go to business school? Are we our possessions? How big is my car? How big is your car?
Social status, politics, we really don't want to go there. Physical attributes.
Right.
Do blondes really have more fun?
Age. Are we old? Are we young? Are we middle-aged? Are we sick? Are we well? What's our state of health at any given moment? I don't know. Are you a Charlotte Hornet? Am I a Chicago White Sox fan? It makes no difference, but people do define themselves by their sports teams.
Go Deeks. Are you a parent? Are you married?
Are you divorced?
What pulls all of these is our ego. It's how we define ourselves very frequently.
And why do we define ourselves that way? Well, we're trained like that. We're shaped by society, by the media, by our parents, by our teachers, by our educational institutions, by religious figures, and culture in general. What do? We identify with everything we are not.
We internalize this false perception of reality and eventually accept it as our own.
And what does this create? Well, it creates a sense of separation, a sense of lack and futility, as we perceive ourselves to be in competition for limited resources.
So while we grow up and start looking out, our society has completely perfected this to the art of distraction of looking out.
We've gone from being heart-centered as children to becoming fear-based as adults.
Often it takes a crisis in our life to cause our attachments to be wrenched from our grasp and strip our ego to force us to begin to look within.
Meditation is a great way to start looking within, but it's not so easy for people. I don't happen to have a lotus flower at home. It took me a long time to learn to meditate without one, but even I did.
We've taught courses in meditation, even meditation for people who can't. So
everyone can meditate, and what you think meditation is isn't necessarily what meditation is. What is meditation, Tracy?
Oh, it's an issue of being very much aware, actually, mindfully of what's going on outside of you as well as inside of you. And it doesn't have to be sitting like this guru-looking guy on the lotus. It can be a moving meditation.
It could be a walking meditation. It could be just a breathing meditation, following your breath. There's so many different ways to get out of your thoughts. And I think that's basically what it is, just to get out of all that flood of chatter in your head and find some peace within.
So the whole point of this abundance hack is getting people to understand more who they truly are, because when you can quiet the mind and go within and really connect with who you are rather than all this physical stuff that we believe is who we are. We believe we're this body or our thoughts and our emotions.
Or all the stuff we have.
When we do that, we really limit our awareness of how wondrous the world really, really is, and how we are part of this whole field of the universe and how we truly manifest within it when we draw back our bow, like we talked about in the previous session.
We're all connected, and as Tracy said, we're connected through this big field of energy. What we do when we try to define ourselves through our possessions, through our body, through a multitude of things that we've learned over time, is create separation. You create a sense that you never belong, or you only belong if you're within your small tribe. So we're going to talk about who am I at a much, much deeper level, without any of the distraction, without any of the labels. Mindfulness meditation is a great way to do it, and it's an old Buddhist way to meditate. It's thousands of years old. The Chinese were doing mindfulness as well.
We have taught courses that last about 5 weeks on nothing but learning how to awaken your awareness through mindfulness meditation. So today we're just giving you a small piece where you connect with who you are. And to do this, you can do it in one of 2 ways. You can either pair up with a partner, or you can do it by yourself. When you pair up with a partner,
you look into their eyes and you say, "Who am I?" And then whatever comes out, comes out.
So you actually say, "Who are you?"
Who am I?
So I look into Marion's eyes very deeply and I say, "Who are you?" And
I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. I'm an Indian chief.
Yes,
I'm a mother.
But who are you, really?
I'm a spirit in a body. I'm a tennis player.
What you do is you keep asking the person or have another person ask you over and over and get the person to take it deeper. Take it levels deeper until they really hit the core of who they truly are. Now, another way to do this mindfulness meditation is to actually sit in front of a mirror. Now, I tell people to do this not with bright, blaring lights on, because then many people will look in and they'll start going, "Oh my God, I look so wrinkled." Or they'll start focusing on physical attributes. And the point of this meditation is to look deeply into your own eyes and ask your own self, "Who am I?" If you do it in a mirror where maybe you only have candlelight around, this can be a very profound experience because it will go deeper and deeper when you take the time to just be present with your own self. What's your experience been, Marion?
Candlelight is very, very helpful. You look in the mirror with the candle and you just go, "Who am I?" And you have all the blah blah coming out first. And you just have to go through the layers of being whatever you think you are and start feeling. And then you have to connect with your heart. So the first thing you have to do is blah blah your way out of your chatter, all that head talk that you've got. It's all that training that we've had since kindergarten as to who we are. And then you go deeper. When you're in your heart, you start feeling who you are instead of thinking who you are. And that's when the magic starts. So I would recommend that everyone do it, and it's not easy to do. It's very, very tough, especially for someone like me who's very left-brained. But once you get out of the chatter and into the heart and can start revealing who you are without fear, because there's really nothing to fear. You are who you are. Another thing that people have trouble with is looking at themselves in the mirror and looking into their own eyes. How often do people look into their own eyes? They look at their makeup, they look at their nose, they look at whatever, their hair, bad hair day, but they never look deeply into their own eyes. So don't be afraid to do it. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is who you really are, and you're going to find out how beautiful you are. You're not going to find out how flawed you are. I promise you that.
It seems very simple, but it's very profound. Yeah, we'd like to have you experience your true essence.
And what is your true essence?
Your true essence is what many people refer to as your higher self, the soul, if you will, the aspect of you that knows your purpose, knows where you've been, where you're going, and is there supporting you at every moment.
But you're not usually in touch with your true essence. So this is to help connect you with who you truly are.
So find a comfortable position, sitting,
Standing.
or laying down. Get comfortable. Now close your eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths. With each breath, breathe in gold and white light and feel that light entering into your lungs, traveling into your bloodstream, and from there journeying to every cell, atom, and molecule in your body. As you exhale, feel yourself releasing any negativity that is within you, until eventually you are completely filled with light and exhaling light out into the room. Sense the room filling with light. Now see or sense yourself standing outdoors in a peaceful place that you know well. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face. Immerse yourself in the sights, sounds, and scents of this serene place in nature. Up ahead is a beautiful path of light. Feel yourself stepping onto this path of light and feel yourself lifting higher and lighter, lighter and freer, freer and lighter, gently spiraling upward until you find yourself arriving at a gateway. This is the entryway to your personal paradise, the garden of your true essence. Continue on this path of light, passing through the gate, and notice a wondrous, abundant garden filled with tranquility, peace, and love. Be aware of all the beauty. As you continue to follow the path, it winds around a turn that you cannot yet see beyond. You wonder what is ahead. Continue to follow the path, and as you round the turn, you are awed at the panoramic scene that stands before you. There is a vast and breathtaking sea extending out into the horizon. It draws you to the water's edge. Feel the healing ocean breeze as it caresses you. Breathe in the healing gentle wind and feel yourself completely relaxing. Now call your name 3 times silently from the center of your heart, beckoning to your true essence to come forward. Watch as your true self appears in the distance on the beach and slowly walks towards you. Your true essence appears to you in its most enlightened form. Observe the feet of your true self as he or she stands before you. Notice every detail as you slowly lift your gaze upward until eventually you are looking directly into the eyes of your own true essence. Feel the beauty of your true essence and become aware of the qualities that make your true self who they are. You are gazing into your own soul, the essence of who you truly are. Feel your true self place their hands of light upon your heart. Feel your own true essence reawakening your qualities and innate gifts that have been long forgotten. Sense those abilities and qualities flowing into you and feel the completeness as you recognize and remember who you really are. Look deep into the eyes of your true self and feel their absolute acceptance and unconditional love for you exactly as you are right now. Your true self puts their arms around you and gently holds you. Feel yourself letting go completely in the arms of your true self. Now feel your true essence merge with you. Feel the oneness. Feel the power. Feel the healing that comes with the unity. When you feel that you are ready to return to your physical world, feel yourself stepping once again onto the path of light, taking with you all of your reawakened gifts and abilities so that you may express them in your life and in the world. Place your hand on your heart and feel your love and strength, knowing that there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. When you feel yourself fully present in this room, fully present in your body, take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, gently open your eyes.
Take a few minutes after that meditation and just let yourself integrate. It's a pretty profound one, and you may have to do it a few times. Now we're going to do another exercise called Becoming Aware of Your True Qualities. So we all have names. My name is Marion. Okay. M, marvelous, magnificent. A, I wouldn't say absent, but you find a great quality or word corresponding to each letter of your name.
What you're going to do is write down on a piece of paper your name with each letter down the left-hand side vertically. For instance, if your name were Robert, you would write R-O-B-E-R-T. Then what you do with each letter
is feel the qualities that you have for a change. I mean, we usually focus on the negative. We're very judgmental of ourselves. In this exercise, you're going to open your heart for yourself, and you're actually going to focus on the most positive aspects of who you are.
So for each letter of your name, you are to come up with 3 words that are positive qualities for you. It can't be the way that we're so judgmental and go, I'm thinking about, I don't like how my hair
Okay,
does.
Tracy, T? What's a T?
T. Terrific. Talented. Truthful. Marion.
Oh, I told you already. Magnificent.
It's so hard to do for your own self.
Magical. It is. It's very hard to do for yourself. There's no question. But open your heart and search, because it's a very worthwhile exercise to change the way you start looking at yourself. The more you practice it, the better you get. It's like looking in the mirror to ask who you are. You need to get out of your head into your heart and open your heart for yourself and have a great deal of self-love to start nourishing your soul at this point.
Once you have written out 3 positive qualities that you become aware of for your own self for each letter of your name, and no cheating, they have to be different. If you have 2 O's or 2 R's like Robert here, you can't reuse
And you can't go to the
an
dictionary
adjective
either, so
or a word.
sit with it for a while.
Then what you do is, for the next few days, every time you hear someone call your name, imagine that they're calling out radiant, relevant, resourceful instead of Robert. And embrace it, own it, step into it. Allow yourself to feel the qualities of that true essence that you just met. If you're a mother or a father or go by a title and people are always going, Mom, Dad, then do this exercise also, writing out, they're calling us. They're calling us now. Do this exercise with each letter of that.
Another wonderful exercise to do is to acknowledge your joys and blessings. And actually, before I get out of bed in the morning, and I tell this to patients, it's not just thinking about 5 things you feel grateful for. It's actually allowing yourself to feel 5 things you're grateful for. And then people say, oh, I can't even imagine what I need to do. Well, when you open your eyes in the morning, be grateful that you have eyes that can see.
We all have something we're grateful for.
And when you express this first thing in the morning, you set the tone for the day. And it can really change the whole perspective of your life or circumstance.
If you can't think of anything, if you're one of those people and you out there know who you are, then tell yourself, I know something wonderful will happen today. Even if you don't quite feel it at first, you can go, oh God, that lady said something about trying this. But then sit there and don't get out of bed. Say it again. I know something wonderful will happen today. And say it over and over until you kind of get out of just saying it, you start feeling it. I know something wonderful will happen today. And then get out of bed and start your day with this expectance that there is going to be something wonderful that will be magical in your day.
Living in wonder is a wonderful thing in and of its own, just to be able to have the opportunity to live in wonder and to wait for something. And be grateful for just having your senses. I talked about your eyes, your nose, your mouth, everything, to be able to speak, to sing, to look out on trees and see nature, to see water, to see everything, to see your loved ones. It's a marvelous thing when you're in that mindset that everything is a blessing. When you're going through your day and you're not feeling so well, you feel a little anxious, put your hands on your heart. Take a few deep breaths into your heart center. And just be grateful for those breaths, for the in-breath, for the exhalation. Feel it. Get yourself into presence, being present in the moment, to be able to feel it and to be able to express gratitude for it. It's so important.
And feel your heart beating.
There's always something to be grateful for. It's a question of where you want to place your awareness. And once again, we say this all the time, where you focus your energy is the same direction in which you're going to create.
What this exercise does is get you to start practicing those positive intentions and taking your thought to those positive, joyful, childlike areas. We're glad you joined us for this session. Much of what we teach here, we take even deeper in our book, Bye Bye Self-Sabotage. And
Our
in our
meditations are all there as well. We have some CDs with those meditations. And we have a membership site. We'd love it if you take a look into it because it's going to be awesome. It is awesome.
We have
Modestly, we
forums
say,
there.
am Marion Modest. Anyway, check us out at shiftyourlife.com. And stay tuned for hack number 3.
Thanks.